these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. One of these two teams will be right back here in 2 weeks' time. Who will it be? Well, we'll see. Off we go in the AFC title game. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Addison. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. He can't get him down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Here we go. Here we go. 11. Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 47 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line As this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. Left side, he finds Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. And a first down. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. There's a nice move. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 56 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Burrow on first down. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Once again, they run with Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Meanwhile, Burrow's going to throw here, caught by Addison. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Rolling to his right. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the line.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Pierce in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Richardson on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Ooh, the juke. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have work to do in this 2nd half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
72 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. We'll get this up to about the 44. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6.
11 Thomas. 12. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pass complete to Addison. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass left side to Downs. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now it's 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
On 2, ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He lets one go deep for Addison. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Here we go.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Jordan Addison, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times.